Right, here we are, we're in the wet room. I've had some changes made. I've got a rail here, which is going to be great for just here. I've got to get a bit of a tie backy thing. I mean, I've got this giraffe hook, but there's plonky there, so it's a bit like that. So anyway, so it's there. It could do with being a bit more over, but because of the electrics it was a bit tricky. So anyway, that's there. There's a shower, and then this is your shower wall mounted stool that they thought wouldn't be easy to get put on because of the what do you call them, the council, well not council, the housing that I'm with. So that's the idea I've got, is this is all here. So it folds down, really nice and sturdy, a lot better than that triangular thing that was here. It was so rickety, whereas this is solid. And then there's this grab rail which will also pull down like so. Look at that, I like it a lot. So that clips back up, because when I have my care lady come over, it means that that's then out of the way. He did say you could, because he brought two over. He says, I don't know why two have been ordered. But I think the original idea was that one would come down and the other would come down. But he says with the water, they're just going to get ruined. Whereas this is more out the way of the water. So anyway, so the plan is, you see, when my care lady comes over, and then I've also got my son that still lives with me. He's 22, nearly 23. So he needs to be able to come in and use the shower like as if it's a free standing as normal. So, I mean, this is even, it's a bit too in your space for him to just stand there. But my thinking is, because he's still medically epileptic, he hasn't had a fit for 3 years, which is fantastic. But you see, when he comes to using the bathroom and using a shower, you see, all this is out of the way. He can then have his shower, and this folds up out the way, this folds up out the way, because when my care lady comes to do my hair, help me out, wash my hair and stuff, you know, then it means she's not having to do an obstacle course to get in and out. The wash basket, which I have as this IKEA bag, always gets moved out of the way somewhere. So that ends up in it will end up in the corner whilst she's here to wash hair, and then it all goes back after. And it's easier all round. It means there's no worrying that the shower chair, shower stool's in the way, moving it out the way, moving it back. Oh, it's a palaver and a half. Yeah, this is great. And it's been what I want all along. But you've got to wait and see what, you know, what they sort of come up with on Mediquip and that, whether they allow it or not. But it is fantastic. It's so much easier for me. Love it. And it came really quickly as well. I mean, they came on the Wednesday, the OT and the technician guy. And then a week later, they were phoning me to say it's here. I just wish my new chair was here that bit quicker. And I'm still waiting on the car. So it's been that long, I've forgotten all about it. But we'll see what happens in the coming weeks. I'm hoping in the next few weeks I shall get a phone call to say it's here. I have seen a thing for the shower which I want to grab. So it's like having your soap and your shower head all in one kind of thing. It's really hard to imagine, you know, when you're struggling with your hands and stuff and having to hold a shower head. I hold the shower head. I find it easier to direct where the water goes rather than it on the wall like that. But there's an attachment that has all your soap in it, so then you press a button, and when you're ready to lather up, basically it then sends water and soap, or soap and water, I know what I mean, to me. And it's not that expensive, so it's an idea in the pipeline of one day. At the minute I want to get a few bits sorted out in the kitchen. My air fryer that I've got on order from Asda, from George, that should have been here a week ago, that is not here. It's lost. They don't know where it is. I've admitted they don't know where it is. So they are, anyway, they said, oh, get in touch with you, whoever your person is that you ordered from, and see what they can do. So they've sent me, I've already done all that. So they've sent me another one. And today I sent back those Lego brick looking things that I did a mini video on, that are on the fridge a few days ago. After they'd arrived and everything seemed great, I put a couple of items in, and I'm talking really, really light. Oh, an item, oh, God, I can't speak. An item made of plastic that opens your tins, and a potato peeler. That's all there was. 2 items in 2 pots. And I heard a crash when I was in the living room, and I went, and the cats were running, and I thought, what have you done? And they were on the floor, the items and the 1 pot. So I thought it was the cats, something new. They're always curious. So I put them back on. Went back in the kitchen, back in the living room. But it happened again. Ooh, last night it happened again. And I thought, which cat's doing this? You know, I moved it further away into the middle of the fridge door. And then yesterday, I was like, what the fuck? Again, I'd heard the crash. I thought, no way. And then this morning I was making myself a drink, and it happened again, and no cats were near it, nothing. So I thought, right, that's it. They're going back. So I've took them over to the post, the Royal Mail dropping off point. No label came out with TikTok. And I sent a TikTok shop a message and said, is this okay? Because I've just put it inside because the door was open, and I thought, what do I do? And they said, oh yeah, barcodes and things have been scanned, so therefore the label will be printed out when they pick it up. So I hope so. I mean, it weren't an expensive item, it was £12, but at least I haven't had to pay any postage or anything. So we'll see what happens. But that's it. So hopefully my refund will go back in a few days. But the air fryer is coming. I still want to get a Ninja Crispy. So I've got 2 items for using for cooking. The Swan item that I've got, the air fryer, I'm going to either sell it or just get rid. I can't be arsed with it. All the dials are on the top, so it's really hard for me to see what time is on and stuff, so I want something easy. So there we go. Sorry, it's pointing on the wall. So my plan is I want to get those. There's a couple of other kitchen items I want to get, and I want to get them sorted out ideally whilst we've got all these offers and things on the returning to school, back to school offers. And then I want to get my bedroom items bought, even if they're just bought and just waiting to be put together. At least it's, you know, that. At least I know they're here. And then work on a few things, see what happens. But I'll let you know how I get on with this Royal Mail return through, because I've never done it before. I've always gone to the post office and they've printed one off and stuck it on the bag or the parcel, but this time they did it a bit different. But they said it's fine, so we'll see. Anyway, I'm eating hair. Right, I'm going to love and leave, and I'll catch you later. Tatty bye. Tra.